Hey, today is a beautiful Sunday that God has created. And Sundays, no matter where you're at, to me, Sundays are always beautiful. Like even if there's snow on the ground, it still has a uncanny ability to be a marvelous day, Sunday. A lot of spirituality got to do with that. But as I tangle and battle with my own flesh down here, in a sinful way, a lustful way, a fornication way, in the imagination or physically, there's still a struggle. But I realize that my problem, that comes with women is not women's fault. As you get older, if you start to monitor your own patterns, as I monitor my own patterns, let me just make it personal. I can see that I had the same feelings, the same upsetness, the same dictator type of behavior, no matter who I'm around. For a woman's standpoint, I don't deal with men at all, hardly, not much. I don't expect anything from men. And lately, I've gotten to a strong point, where I don't expect anything from women. So I used to try to at least depend on a good conversation, and that seems to be impossible as well. But I'm saying from an emotional standpoint, I'm the problem. It's not the women. I think because women are damaged and what they've been through has taken control of their lives and the way they function and the way they're designed, the way they're cut. Their emotions are always going to supersede mine. So if I stand there and say my arm got cut off and I'm looking for compassion or some type of sympathy from them, one thing that they'll say is, well, I hurt my leg, scraped my leg on a paper clip, and then that ends up superseding what I said about my arm being severed and laying on the floor over there with blood gushing out like a water pipe. That ends up getting trumped because the emotional part of what women go through seems to trump men. So women believe that what they go through and who they are is more important than what I am and what I'm going through. So it's no sense. So when I say relationships don't work, or there's a hiccup in the conversation, or you have to learn how to share your woman with other men, it's simply because women refuse to yield or give any of the power away. Well, what do you mean by give the power away? It's all about them. If you I watched this movie, and this Colombian drug lord told this white guy, said, man, the thing, Marty, is you want some things, but your wife wanted all. And that makes a difference. I didn't know. I don't know if it's 50s, 40s. God bless those women who have a natural instinct for everything to be about them and to have to play second fiddle to a man who smokes a pipe. She got to bring a newspaper to him, sit down and cook a meal, wash clothes by hand with that machine, that white machine that runs it through the roller and all of that. And knowing that he got Miss Gladys across town with a baby, he takes care of another family because she wasn't working and taking care of her responsibilities for this man, the 9 kids that she had for him. She had to shut her mouth. Knowing how selfish women are, I got to give kudos to those women for being able to stomach a relationship with a man that you feel you're superior to and should be underneath your feet, and that everything you're going through is about you, because that guy never asks you, how are you doing today? How's everything going? He don't open doors, no respect for you, but yet you'll see him give Suge Avery a great treatment, and you get the Whoopi Goldberg effect in Color Purple. And there was nothing they could say about it. There was nothing they could do, because Mr. was always doing what Mr. wanted. And that's the way this life has been for these women. So I'm giving kudos to the women. It's not them, it's me. That's on some emotional shit that seems to require some type of attention, I guess, that you beg for. I don't know if it's a zodiac sign, being a Cancer, whatever this bullshit is, but I hate it. But I've lived long enough now to know that it's me. And I've lived long enough now to know that people are just destroyed. They're ruined based off of their past relationships, based off of their zodiac signs, based off their disrespect for God, the lack thereof, whether they believe in God or not, the fact that they are sexually frustrated because they physically don't have the tools anymore to produce like they did when they was younger. They look like duplexes on both sides. Their facial features really lack beauty, no handsomeness to it, and their knees hurt. They carry canes or whatever. Some of them are so old that they can't realize that they're old. They're still trying to act like they got it. But Tupac said it. Niggas looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick, trying to play a hate on my shit. So just get in your lane, wherever that's at, and you better try to be happy with the little bit that you got. So you should learn. The first focus for me, and I got it, is to learn how to just be happy with yourself and what God made. That's it. You don't know what else you expect from somebody else. They're not going to call you. They're not going to cater to you. You're not going to get no back rubs. Andre said it. Niggas can't even get no back rub these days. Ain't that bleak on they part? So you're not getting none of that stuff. And if you do, it's a thing that I got also that I call in the beginning. You'll get some of that shit in the beginning, and it will disappear. Especially once y'all start moving in, moving to different states, and living with folks. You start to see that motherfuckers, hillbillies and niggas alike, leave their toilet seats up and don't put them back down. All the idiosyncrasies that people have, that shit becomes frustrating for both sides. Men don't like women, women don't like men, so they convert. And now the women like the women, the men like the men. It is so much easier now from this rainbow coalition world that we have to just be a woman. They get better treatment, they got better jobs. So what these hillbillies and niggas alike have done on the male side, shit, I want to be a woman. And they want that treatment because they get treated better. I don't blame them. If you don't want your head cracked open by the police, if you're an urban black, then you should claim that you're a woman. Maybe that'll ease the pressure up because they don't do women like that. I don't know when the last time have you ever seen an Asian woman on the ground shot in the back of her head by the cops. Freeze, motherfucker, freeze! Panicking and she going, and they going crazy. Freeze, motherfucker! You've never seen it. As much as we've seen these social media videos, you've never seen one. You've never seen it. So certain people are protected and they need to take their advantages and run with them. You got a fucking advantage, man, run with that shit. No sense in sitting down being a victim for what? If you a young black man and you live in a really nice neighborhood and they call you a square or a simp or whatever, man, fuck them. Let them poor motherfuckers stay poor. The crabs in a bucket theory and misery loves company. Can't nobody really go where you want to go anyway. If you got skill set, you better focus on yourself. I thank God for the gifts that I have and for my children and for my family. I am a mama's boy. And I know women hate that. The fact that my mother is not only still alive, but my mother still loves me. And that fucking drives some people crazy because they don't have no relationship at all with their mama. Or their mama is dead and gone and moved on to glory, and they funky ass is still here with unturned stones because they didn't do a great job of making a great relationship with their mother when she was living. So I'm going to say this to y'all stupid asses once again. If your mother is still alive, get off your funky ass, give her a call, tell her you love her. Now, that is a fucking command. So if this world wants to be better, quit crying about racism and get your head knocked open, or seeing somebody get their head knocked open and laughing on it on World Star, then why don't you do something? I'm talking about emotions now. And these young kids, y'all better start listening to your fucking mothers. Don't listen to your father, because that nigga ain't there. Them hillbillies ain't there. Crying about the lack of money that they got. can't take care of their responsibilities. You know, can't get along with the woman. The woman can't get along with the man. That relationship shit don't fucking work because there's two shitty ass people involved. People got secrets. So, oh man, these relationships are great. They got secrets. People will tell you that nobody's perfect, but nobody can explain to you what flaws they'll settle for. Hey, this is Motell Granite Great. Today is a good day.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-20 East.
Good news. Love y'all.